The nominees for COVID and Community Rebuild are
COVID and Community Rebuild. COVID and Community Rebuild, Hours FM. Hashtag Mercat Marriage, K107 FM. Tommyfield Live, Oldham Community Radio 99.7 FM. Hashtag COVID Conversations, Radio Lab 97.1 FM. Think on our feet, Vectis Radio.
and the Bronze Award goes to hashtag Meerkat Marriage K107 FM. Silver Award goes to Think on Our Feet, Vectis Radio. And for the Gold Awards, the judges said, this entry demonstrates a lovely way to interact with the audience, reinvigorating programming and bringing it back into contact with the community. The Gold Award goes to Tommyfield Live.
I was honestly
first time I've seen him in a suit.
I'm just getting ready for the court appearance later. No, it's great to be here because thinking back after the lockdown and like lots of you out there, the stations, we finished up pretty much completely closing the studio, recording things at home, and then as things started building up again, it was trying to come up with something that's going to be able to bring us back. And myself and Ian and some of our colleagues, one rainy Wednesday morning, sat in the studio, we were thinking, what could we do? Now the Oldham Radio Studios are based in Tommyfield Market, the clue of the name there, in an old shop unit. And the previous tenants, before we moved in a few years ago, had left a bit of a platform, a display unit. And we thought, that looks a little bit like a stage. So, knock a few ideas around, and before we know it, we've gone on eBay, bought some sparkly curtains, beds steeled and borrowed, some microphones and some extra widgets, and some video cameras, and we launched the Tommyfield Live programme, which was not just an opportunity to get local musicians or local people of interest to be interviewed and talked about things, but to invite an audience onto the stage that we'd made, that we grandiously called our radio theatre stage, and it's as, perhaps we could say a couple of words of some of the things we've seen how we're doing it.
I mean, first off, I think I'm owed £2.99 from petty cash for the sparkly curtain, which we put at the back of the shop fitting, which Phil forgot to mention. But that aside, when Boris said, oh, everybody can get back to normal, COVID's finished now, it's all gone away, we'll never get it again. We went into our last trip, where we... Have you heard me, Frankie Howard? when we moved into the studio, and we could finally get back in there, we sort of thought, blimey, it's very quiet around here. From what was a bustling Market Hall, probably the most famous one in the world, Tommyfield Market in Oldham, like everybody's heard of that, haven't they? Yay! Spontaneous apathy. Anyway, so we looked and we thought, what can we do? And it was literally just that light bulb moment where we said, we need to get people to engage with us. And trust me, 12 months down the line, it's still a challenge because people are still very wary, even though our colleague said there's no masks or anything. But people are still a bit cautious about engaging in community radio land. But to make it accessible and to, more importantly, bring radio out of those little boxes with the acoustic tiles on the walls into a big space, because by now, of course, people had kind of got used to all the, crying kids in the corner on Zoom and things like that, and all the, we all went remotely. But to get that kind of feel and imagination was something really, really special when people started slowly to come back through the doors and just think, what's going on here? And that, after doing this kind of thing for 40 years in hospital radio and then up through the ranks, that kind of really hit the nail on the head what community radio is all about. So thank you ever so much. It's a great privilege to be here.